Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the open Great League and let's see if we can get some wins. We're going to be using the Shadow Marowak with the Shadow Drapion in the back with the Dachsbun. Okay, so we are going to shield the first one, try to play this out in the one shield. We are going to fire off Bone Club bait, and we do grab the shield, and then we're going to fire off this rock slide. Do they double shield? Yes, they do. So we're going to switch out of that and go into the Drapion immediately. They allow us to get to an Aqua Tower, and we take out all their energy right there. So that Drapion did come in clutch. We see the Azumarill come in. We're only going to be able to fire off this Crunch. We do not get the debuff. They're going to be able to get to a move. And now we have to try to win this game with our Fairy. The Dachsbun here is going to have to think about tanking this move or letting it go. Okay, it is able to tank it. What is this? Okay, it ends up being the Oranguru. So nice catch by them. They are going to farm us down, unfortunately. We are going to shield here. They're going to go for the Trailblaze to increase their confusion attacks, and unfortunately, our Charmer did not have enough to take him out, even with that debuff. So, GG's to our opponent. Interesting backline they had. Very, very good against ours. Dugong is going to be quite interesting. We are going to have to try to play this out in the one shield at least, I think. We go for the Psychic Fang here to debuff them. They're going to be able to get to another move pretty quickly. They go for another Icy Wind. So at this point, double debuff. Are we going to be able to get off another move? Yes, we will. This is going to get the shield or get the KO. They decided to let it go. So we invested one shield to win the switch. We see Talonflame come in, and now we're going to have to get some shields. We go for the Bone Club bait. We do get the shield, and now we have a choice. Do we shield here or do we allow this to go through? We decided to let it go through, and since we survive with a sliver of health, we can do one fast move and reach the Rock Slide to take out the Talonflame. Now we have to deal with this Dunsparce. Will this Dunsparce be able to take out our Drapion? We're going to have to shield here. You have to predict a catch, I believe. Okay, they're going to be able to fire off this drill run. We do barely survive, and now we have to hope for a debuff and a catch, but they're probably just going to try to farm us down. Here, we're going to get that shield. We're going to switch out immediately, and we do get the farm down. So GG's to our opponent, able to charm them down with our Dachsbun. Pretty solid. I mean, the scary thing was that Dugong taking our shield and then just letting it go. All right, here we got the Oranguru again. Oranguru, if they're running the traditional movesets, we don't have to worry about anything, which are Psychic Fangs and Trailblaze or even Brutal Swing. Here we're going to win the lead. We see the Dunsparce come in. Try to get to another Crunch, but our opponent is going to fire off the move before we get there. We're going to fire off this Bone Club. The Bone Club is going to go through, and now we see the Jump Love. So Jump Love is going to struggle against the Dachsbun because we are going to be able to tank the first move. Energy Ball is used. We avoid the debuff. So now we can start investing shields if they start throwing moves. And since we debuff them, these charms are dealing more damage. They're only going to go for Arrow Aces now, which is fine because we have two shields. Here goes the second shield, and now we just go for the farm down, and GG's to our opponent. So Jump Love, pretty tanky, but we were able to farm them down because of the debuff from our Fairy. We got the Shadow Marowak versus the Medicham. Medicham here is very interesting. Okay, they go for an early move here. What is this? Power Up Punch? Okay, so they're trying to power their way through this matchup, and we're gonna take a little bit of a risk. We go into the Dachsbun and we force them to switch out, and now we are met with a Bastiodon. So this is gonna be a horrible matchup for this particular two Pokemon, but at least we don't have to see this later on. They are going to start using some energy here. Let's see what they do. They go and take us out immediately, and now we're going to be able to have the Marowak potentially grabbing a shield, maybe farm down. Okay, they do actually just go and flip to their last Pokemon with the Victory Bell. Victory Bell is going to get debuffed, so we did get the shield and the debuff. We shield here, we avoid the debuff, and now we see the Medicham come back in. We're going to fire off the Aqua Tail immediately. Down goes the Medicham, and now it's just going to be a matter of building up energy. Looks like we're going to farm us down, so we have to break the shield, and then we got them low enough that we can must slap them down. So GG Star Button, very lucky we did get them debuffed as well, which was the key. All right. Not bad. We got the Shadow Marowak versus the Ariados. Okay, they switch out, and we're going to go to the Dachsbun here because we just want to try to get rid of this Feraligatr as soon as possible. The Drapion matchup is kind of iffy, kind of dependent on if we get a debuff or not. In this scenario, we at least can take them out by either one shielding or two shielding, depending on what they do. So we do get rid of the Feraligatr. We are going to see this Ariados. We have slight energy advantage, and we're going to fire off this Bone Club onto this Ariados. They decide to shield that. So what do they have in the back that they wanted to shield? Typically, Ariados has like a water type, but we've seen the Feraligatr. Maybe it's the Azumarill? Not sure. So we decided to shield there, hoping that our Drapion could win the game, but they are at another move, so unfortunately we could not farm down. Okay, no Ariados, ends up being the Morpeko. But because we're debuffed, this is going to be unfortunate. They are going to be able to throw it right on timing. They are going to have the higher attack. And unfortunately for us, cannot get the Mud Slap down, and down goes our Marowak. So GG Star Opponent, unable to win that game. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.